Alright, round one here is our opener. And this is one of those classic, doesn't really do anything hands. Even if we hit all our land drops, we've only got this Horde Ambusher for action, so I think we have to send it back. This hand is much better. This hand is actually really good. Grim Harvespect's doing exactly what it was designed to do in our deck. Gonna get to hit with this Valley Dasher, then hopefully play a Skull Hunter soon after. Oh no! The only card in the format I didn't want to see there. Still playing the Valley Dasher. This game's already not looking too good, just based on the one drop he just played. It's kind of obnoxious. If he plays a Parapet, we're in a lot of trouble. Black-white. Oh, he's Outlasting. Well, that's really good for us. It's going to be annoying later, because it's going to blank our Skull Hunter and whatnot, but this turn we're going to get in. Ooh, I even draw the perfect land. So let's get in, and Skull Hunter in. He discards our Rakshasa Secret. He's Outlasting again, which I actually disagree with there. He would have been much better served playing just leaving his guy back on D. Now he's going to be taking 4 extra damage, and I guess I'm playing the Harvespects face down. I'll just flip it up if I want to end of turn, but I don't have to. Depends on what he does. More, okay. Yeah, now he's just leaving back, so let's just flip this up. We're going to be losing possibly both of our guys this turn, but we're going to get to draw some cards, so... Okay, let's draw a card. I think I just want to bring low his Ancestor. It's got 2 damage on it, but should deal 5, so... Yep, might as well do this now. So even if this is an Abzan guide, we'll have the Aerostorm to deal with it, so... Interesting. So we can Aerostorm pre-combat. If it's an Abzan guide, it'll work out for us. But if it's like a War Behemoth, well, I guess we still get to draw cards. We don't actually get 2 for 1, so this makes sense. It's really bad if he has a Feat of Resistance, though. But I assume it's just like an Abzan guide or something. Even War Behemoth wouldn't be too bad for me. Oh, it was a Woolly Loxodon. Throttling that, okay. See, the thing that's happening right now is we're trading all of our cheap cards for all of his expensive cards, with the exception of the Bring Low on his guy, of course. Yeah, we just forced him to draw 2. Despises me, sees nothing. And this is why Dutiful returns in our deck, because you see how excellent it would be in this situation. So, I think we're just attacking and then playing our 2 cheaper spells, leaving the Aerostorm back. So let's lead off with Rakshasa Secret. See what we get out of him. 2 land. And this should be enough to finish him, unless he can deal with both of our threats. And he packs it in. Alright, so our deck's doing what it's designed to do, which is a good sign. This is not a great matchup for me though. Just like green, black, white, big stuff, blockers, etc. So we could bring in Ride Down just to get his giant fatties out of the way, but I have a bad feeling this is just going to be stranded in my hand a lot, unless I put in another white source, and I don't really want to mess up my mana that much. So maybe Rite of the Serpent deserves a spot. You can take out one of the Bring Lows, because it's less likely to hit some fatty late in the game. Mana cost isn't that negligible, since we're going to be playing kind of a longer game against him anyway, since we're on the draw. Could consider cutting Valley Dashers, but I think they play into our strategy just fine, that even though they're going to be subpar in this matchup, it's worth keeping them in. But if he has a bunch of like Tuskard Captains or Sultai Flayers or something that we didn't see, we can consider cutting them. This hand's fine if we draw a couple lands. He mulligans, so I kind of like where we're at here. We play the long game once again with Dutiful Return. Oh, he despises me. It's kind of bad. He takes the Valley Dasher, I assume. We have a lot of bears, though. I'm not too concerned about getting our 1/2 drop in our hand stripped. There's another one to replace it. Alright. So I think I want to play the Horde Ambusher, actually. Just play it face up. I think I value getting a card out of his hand more than making one of his things unable to block. And we have something to do with our mana next turn if we draw land, which we do. Let's just bash and then play the Skull. Oh, I misclicked. That's cool. Well, I guess we'll play our Morph then. Well, that's very unfortunate. Instead on 2 damage, and we should have taken a card out of his hands, but hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. Was it Morph? Sure. Let's just bash. Trading Morphs. So locks it on again. And I'll just Skull Hunter him. See what we hit. He's missing land drops, so I'm interested to see what is in his hand. He likely has at least another Morph to play. Oh, Evertest Fortress. We did see that in the draft. Smoke Tiller, it's not bad. This Dutiful Return's gonna be very good now. Let's just get in. So now I have an option. I can play Dutiful Return, getting back 2 guys. Or I can play Krumar. I think playing Krumar is better. Since he's stumbling on mana, I just kind of want to pressure his life total. If we get to a point later in the game where it's beneficial to play the card advantage game, I can just keep that in my back pocket. Okay. I think it's still beneficial to just advance my board rather than do something else. Because what I can do next turn, if I draw a land, I can play the Dutiful Return and like play Valley Dasher or something. So it's a little more mana efficient that way. Sultai Scavenger, okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep laying the beats. We have a long game plan, so I'm not too concerned about getting overwhelmed by his 4 and 5 drops with this Dutiful Return. We can set up a board state with Barrage of Boulders and this Krumar Bonkin to push through the final damage if needed, depending on what he does. Assault Rogue Patrol, alright. Yeah, so now I think I'm gonna let's get back the Ambusher and the Bondkin. Yeah. I'll just pass. Okay. This is about what I expected to happen. He starts getting a defense going. I think I'm just playing 2 morphs. Could have just played the Bombkin face up, but this I think is better for me. It's down. I'm very thrilled that our deck is performing exactly as we designed it to. A normal red-black deck would have fits dealing with this card, but we have the tools to beat it. I'm a little concerned now because he has all his mana, he has 2 cards in hand. So we have some options. So I can jump my Leaping Master, attack with it, play another Leaping Master. Or I can wait, flip up my Bodkin, and do the growth up. And I can go for the win next turn, but he almost certainly has a throttle or something. So I think it's better to just go for the Leaping Master jump plan. I could also Rakshasa Secret him, actually. That might be better. Kill shot, okay. So let's think about this. He can go for the 1 card in his hand, which is almost certainly not a land. Yeah, let's just play it safe and take his last card. It was a Champagne Attendance, so it didn't matter too much. I think maybe what we should have done in hindsight, I guess in hindsight it's easier knowing that he had the kill shot, but I was kind of playing around throttle there, so Outlasting I do not recommend. Well, don't think he wanted to do that, because now I can just Horde Ambusher this guy. Oh, he's got a follow-up guy, that's fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so our mana works out perfectly here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reveal Leaping Master. Assault Rogue Patrol cannot block. Attack with everyone. Okay. We will just put him to 4 here, looks like. And play the Leaping Master. Assuming he doesn't have an answer to the Bombkin this turn, he's going to die to Barrage of Boulders. So hopefully he taps out here. Okay, he just packs in it. Well, our deck doing exactly what we up, and we just drew the win next turn anyway. So, yep, I think our deck is pretty solid despite the interesting card choices. Didn't even notice that we had a Bloodsoaked Champion build. That might have been relevant, but Let's move on to game 2.